Welcome everybody, we gotta play some Total Annihilation. The Arm. Let's do this. Okay, so let's do the Arm, and I'll fight the forces of the core. We are going to do a metal map this time. Or this might be pretty cool. Yeah, I'm feeling this. It's not a metal map though, which are really cool. Sector 410B. Sail Away. Wonder whose song that was named after. Red River. Laziest map in the world, Polyp Fields. Philippines. Alright, I tell you what. I think I'm going to do Trout Farm. It's only 15 by 15 though, but let's do it. It'll be fun. Hard, circular, all the good stuff. Same as the last video. If you missed all the basics, I'm actually not going to be doing a lot of the basic introductions here, except for what's new for the ARM, which isn't a whole lot. They just have different weapons for their units. So watch the core video if you want that. Otherwise, let's go. Oh, 1 second. Hey, alright. So here we are. You should be able to see everything just right, except for the resources. Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, so let's begin. Where are we at? We're at a game speed 5. Let's wander around. This is pretty cool looking though. Ooh, that building's worth 5,000 metal. I'm starting out with 1,000 in case you didn't remember, so... I might... Shit. Let's just go ahead and build our first... Let's do some vehicles. Let's put it right here. That's more manageable. Vehicle plants are cheaper than everything else. Air is the most expensive all the time. So yeah, we'll build this thing, and then we'll go ahead and reclaim some of the metal here. Yeah. Alright, let's build a couple construction vehicles, and then some Jeffies to scout out everything. You guys can't see my radar either. Damn this recording bar! Climate optimizer. Alright, I'm gonna need some energy here. I'm just gathering my metal. Okay, we'll do that for right now. Ooh, that's perfect. As soon as we're out of metal here, I will go reclaim this building. Let me increase the speed, since we're just building shit. Yeah, we really are hurting for energy, so I'll make sure I get a cool 200 from that build. You heard me right. A cool 200. And our construction vehicle's almost there. I'm stretching my resources thin. That's why you can see like the intermittent spurts of nanolathe. Okay, let's slow down the game a bit. We're gonna eat this building. That'll refill our metal. And I am not seeing shit for metal deposits. Guess it's just reclaiming city here. And we'll get a big old boost here of our metal in just a second. Bam! Alright, all that is good now. So next up, what I want to go ahead and do is build one of these, an airport. So it'll be building that for a while. That construction vehicle will be complete here, and then we'll build our Jeffies, our scout vehicles. And yeah, so the ARM, here's the Flash. They have the energy weapons, so... Damn it, that's 5,000. That's 7,000. That's 2,000. Let's get that. In the meantime, what I want to do is just go ahead and build some more energy collectors. Oops. Give myself another 200. Okay. Get to that in a bit. Oh, you know what? You guys can actually see more of my bottom screen. Whoops. There we go. Sorry about that. That probably looks pretty messy on your guys' end there for a couple minutes. Alright, so here we are. I'm going to go ahead and tell them to just patrol everywhere. There we go. Okay, and now let's build some peepers. Okay, so our commander's done. What we really need to do is start having some metal makers, because damn. Either that or have these guys on patrol duty. I think I'll just do that. Actually, no, we'll put our commander on that. Build some radar. And, oh, it looks like we, oh yeah, they killed my Jeffy, okay. Alright, so here we're going to start building some defenders around our base. Let me make sure I give ourselves a pretty good... Oh, my Jeffy's attacking this construction plant. How nice. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Damn that recording bar. 1 second here. You know what? 1 second. Okay, you know what? This should be much better. You should actually now finally be able to see my resource bar. I just figured that out in the middle of this. I'm sorry, guys. It had to be inconveniencing me in order for me to actually change anything. Go figure. Alright, so the computer's instantly going for dominating all the different elements. I'm actually just going to have a peeper securing this top here. And I'm going to have some Jeffies just scouting. Okay, and let's put you on reclaim duty, since we have absolutely no metal. Okay, now we're going to need some tanks. Lots and lots of tanks. We can actually put mine layers down here too. You know what? Best defenses for vehicles are the Samsons for right now, I think. Or not, actually. Let's do the flashes. Okay. We'll just have them move right over here. Commander, keep going. Okay, so for you, let's keep building some of this energy production here. Since it looks like there is no metal in our immediate vicinity. Oh, all the metal is in the sea. Looks like our Jeffies here are just taking shit out. Hey, they have metal. What the fuck? Okay, so it's obviously out of the city areas then. I see. Alright, Alright, so he's building that. Where's our commander? Here we go. This will get us some solid supply. Alright, let's go patrol just right over here and get this all revealed. Same to over here. And then we want more air support over our base, if I can even talk. Okay, we don't need that many peepers, so let's go ahead and just start building some air superiority in the form of the Avengers. Okay. Produce here and here. Okay, good. And then we'll get right here. And finally, right here and here. So I'm actually going to have to send my tanks on a patrol route to right here, protect this border. Perfect. Alright, so yeah, we're getting there with metal. And I'm actually going to have you reclaim some of these buildings. That'll give us some nice amount. That's worth 1,000 at least, so... And this will give us more building room as well. Okay. So there's that. Where is the vehicle producing? our missile launchers. I had him produce everything out here. Okay, he's done. Excellent. So we're going to go ahead and build the advanced vehicles. That'll be excellent. Where's our commander? Oh, here he is. Okay, so he's not obviously building over here. And then I'm going to build some boats here in just a second. Wonderful. Alright, yeah, that'll be good for right now, for what you're doing. Okay, so yeah, we're stockpiling some defenses here. Having some tanks be able to protect our stuff. And actually, I'm going to change our patrol route here. I want them to move right here, and then... Okay, so move... Wait, no. Move, and then once they get here, patrol. There we go. Perfect. Alright, we obviously have some, not Avengers, but Freedom Fighters. There we go. Okay, go ahead and help out the advanced vehicle plant. You're done. So the commander can actually be submerged and build a variety of underwater things, such as, let's see here, tidal stations, which we may not get very much tidal energy. Let's see if we do. These are pretty cheap from what I remember, yeah. 7. Sometimes it's variable energy, too. So we also get floating metal makers. I'm going to build a shipyard just so we can have some sea control as well. Let's build a couple of these. And I'm actually going to take a break from producing this since we haven't seen any air support. We'll build some of those. Okay, so the commander's done with that. There's some metal supplies here? Okay, so yeah, here's some underwater metal extractors. We can build the... Ooh, that's a big one. Okay, let's build that there. Good. Alright, construction ships. Build some of those, just so we can get everything rolling. Okay, so we already got one. Here's our advanced construction vehicle. Let's go ahead and absorb some more metal. 2,900. Actually, let's have you guard him. And we'll absorb you here. Oh, okay. I see. Move right here. Alright, so here we go. Here's White's forces. Whoa. Sorry if that was a little bit loud suddenly. Okay, so let's build some of the lighter ships. I think they're called Searchers? Skeeters. Okay, so our tanks are doing pretty good. Here's our tanks. Oh wow, here's the White Commander. He's gonna die. Yep, he just fucking died. So we'll get over there and absorb some stuff in just a second. See, like, the AI is kind of retarded. Alright, I want some advanced aircraft. And let's build this. There we go. Have him assist in that, and... Okay, so he's guarding him. Let's assist in the fusion plant. Actually, why don't you go ahead and gather some metal. Yeah, just little tidbits here. So let's have him patrol, and we'll have him guard here. Help build just a few more of those. Yeah, we're doing awesome. And it looks like we're coming just back around to help focus this. So we'll do this. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and patrol our little bit of sea. Help our forces defend our properties. So yeah, these are the boats. They're pretty cool. These are the small ones. The ships are very fond of having multiple weapons, though, which is really cool. Might actually have to turn down the inner game sound. I know it's pretty loud. Let me do that. Options. Sound. Sound. There we go. Okay. So, we can actually build underwater tanks, which is pretty cool for sneak attacks. Here's our flak vehicles, our mobile massive energy weapon, mobile radar, mobile rockets, mobile everything. Scarabs are the exploding bombs. They can actually go underwater. Or no, they're the mobile missile defense. Never mind. I'm thinking of the K-bots. Spiders can actually paralyze vehicles, making them easier to kill. And the bulldogs are a heavy tank, but we don't have super heavy tanks. Again, jammers are only useful for human AI. And then finally the Lugers are the heavy artillery, which is pretty nice. Alright. Oh, and we're going to get a big boost of metal here in just a second. So, they're all done producing that, so I'm going to go ahead and just make sure we are producing aircraft still. Oh, okay. Looks like we're going to have some enemy aircraft over here trying to build shit. But we still have a few units that can be useful here. Where's our commander? .9. So yeah, those are all our small ones. They're taking turns shooting at him. Let's go ahead and build back our metal here. Oops. Motherfucker. So yeah, these have lasers and missiles. So here comes our commander. And we'll build some stuff. Well, actually, we'll need to reclaim this. I'm surprised. Oh yeah, they don't. Guys, get him. Yeah, he's gonna die. These flash tanks are really, really cool. So you can actually capture stuff with your commander and other enemy units, or other units that you control. Which will do that for everybody. Capturing buildings is easier than capturing units, from what I remember. You can also reclaim enemy units, so it's like an actual offensive thing your builders possess. Okay, excellent. So we have our first fusion plant up. I'm just going to go ahead and have them guard this to help produce. Have him guard him. And now we start our production chain of the Moho metal makers and the fusion reactors. So I'm going to put this right down here, and I'm going to start building some tanks. Actually, no, we have tanks already. I'm going to build artillery, which we'll hide and just keister those down there. So, actually, no, we don't want that just yet. EMP missile launcher, automatic targeting. Oh, here's the Vulcan. That would be a neat project to show you guys. I'll show you guys that. Alright, we need a super radar after this, actually. Actually, wait, let's not do that there. Let's do that here. And let's put... There's a cloakable fusion reactor, which is pretty awesome. Let's put the other fusion reactors here. And actually, Yeah, we'll build those, and then we'll build these. Okay, and actually I'm going to have these guys move here to patrol, and then just right here. So they'll help everybody that's right here. So yeah, here we go. We're building like a nice little front here. Here's their levelers, which are pretty cool. That's the core tank, the riot tank that they had. They have some K-bots here. I have some advanced warships. We have our Skeeters still patrolling. I'm going to go back and make sure to capture. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to build some laser towers beside all of our metal production. And that way I can make sure that they stay defended. If aircraft come by, we can totally get everything. So that'll be good. And here's our artillery, which these things are really nice. They can't quite fire over stuff, but they do a nice amount of damage. Really good for bombarding. But the best kind of artillery is... yeah, make sure to capture that last. Best kind of artillery is the mobile rocket launchers. Excuse me. We can also build subs to help kill other ships, which I'll do that here in a bit. Let's build a handful of those. Okay, so now let's go ahead and build... We're still building a lot of our resources, so... Oh, we can build these. Okay, floating defenders. These are cool. We can also build floating dragon's teeth. I'll build some of these just to make it look cool. Look like a little floating island here in the middle, all defended. Dragon's teeth, again, are just to make areas unpassable, but you can totally fire on them and kill them, so... It's not really like a huge deal. Okay, so the advanced construction aircraft look like they're just helping them. So, oh no, they're helping this. Okay. We're running low on metal, so I'm actually going to take him off of that. Okay, so he's the right one. Alright, good. That's 6,500. Let's see if we can find something more bite-sized. 5,000 kind of is. Oh no, there we go. 3,000. So let's do that, and then we'll come back and help this. Actually, you know what? No. Here's what we'll do. We'll reclaim that, and then we will guard him afterwards. Perfect. Alright, where's our commander? Alright, he's done capturing and building the towers, so that's good. Let's go ahead and build some radar just along here. And then what we'll do is we'll do a push. Oh. So I'm actually going to have a sea battle. Oh yeah, here's our little floating dragon tees. And our defenders. We have some subs. In one of the mods I have, I actually have floating towers that can, not floating as in the water, I'm sorry, not floating at all. I have towers that can assist in building everything, so... So here's some advanced construction aircraft that are having their way here. I'm trying to build a moho mine, which are the big mines on the metal thing, which I haven't actually exploited any of this yet, which I probably should. Alright, looks like we built most of that. There's the radar plane, that's nice. So I tell you what, let's go ahead and build some more metal since that's what we really need. And we'll tell everybody to guard him. And here's the moho mines, which are a lot cheaper. So we'll do that. Good. And then to guard them, we will put up a couple mobile turrets, and not the Annihilator, but the Ambusher. That would be perfect. Okay. They'll be able to do quite a bit. Alright, so we have Rapier just attacking our forces here. So let's these laser weapons can be pretty good, but with a lot of flashes firing, yeah. He's like, fuck that. Okay, our commander is in a tiny bit of danger here. Oh, okay, they have some underground tanks here. So let's get the fuck out of there. Ooh, they nailed it. They nailed my Crusader. For that tank. So yeah. They're sending in like construction vehicles. Cocky bastards. So yeah, they're actually going to try to do some pushing. Interestingly enough. So as soon as they step within range here, I'm going to go ahead and back up our flashes. Whoops. And let's just have them patrol in along here. And we'll have our Lugers patrol along here. Yeah, they're getting our forces here pretty good. Here's the D-gun. I don't think I showed you that last time. So the D-gun can destroy anything in one hit almost. And it skids along the ground. Uses up like 1,000 energy. So yeah, here's the D-gun just owning everything. Commander can be a very powerful presence on the field. So let's do that, and then we'll rebuild our metal extractor real quick. Alright, so someone's having some trouble. Alright, we stopped building stuff, so let's go ahead and build some Samsons. That'll be good. Anti-missiles. Not anti-missiles, but anti-troops. And anti-aircraft that are pretty fast. Alright, so with the help of these Moho mines, we're getting quite a bit. Like 6.2, 6.2, 6.2. So yeah, they're drilling down into the mantle of the Earth, or of the planet. Getting down there deep. Alright, so now we pretty much have gathered up all of our resources here. We've built up everything we want to. Our makers here are just eating up the energy. These actually produce more. Interesting. So the core ones are more economical, I guess, or more bite-sized, because they only take negative 600 energy, but they produce 12, but these produce 16 that take 800. Interesting. Well, with that said, we don't have an experimental gantry like the core do. So, what I would like to do is actually build a Vulcan. That's how big it is? Okay. So let's do that. We'll put it right here. Alright, and as soon as our planes get back from building their stuff, they can help. So, we have quite a bit here of advanced construction aircraft. And I think what I'll do is I'll build an army of underwater tanks, just for fun. Send them in. And we built all of our light laser towers here, so I'll build some more real quick. Just a nice all line of defense. So our Samsons can fire pretty far. No one's attacking us, really. I don't think he can build over this area. Oh, you can. Guess it just got destroyed. Alright, so here's what we'll do. We're going to send in a small raid into Red's Navy. Ooh, what's that? Oh, islands, I guess. Yeah, some coral. Or jellyfish and shit? I don't know. Okay, so they're using hovercraft, which we'll build some of that here in just a second. So they have a nice beach-sized defense here, because it looks like they all got stuck here trying to go to my base in a straight line. Our subs are pretty awesome. They destroy a lot of shit really fast, so... So they're going to be a pain for enemies. In the meantime, here's our underwater takes, the Tritons. Alright, so here they are. Looks like they can't attack hover units. Let's see here. Sometimes you can force them to attack. Guess not, though. Repair mission failed. So yeah, this Vulcan's going to take a small little bit here. Actually, they're almost done building the defenses, so... Actually, they are done. Looks like the enemy's encroaching over here too, so that's good. So let's go ahead and... guard him, since he's building it. Alright, we're going to build some hovercraft. So this is going to take up a lot of our resources. Actually, might even drain it all. Oh yeah. We have a ton of ground forces, so let's move in. And let's get our commander out of there. Or if I just have him patrol. Looks like he's not going to reclaim anything. They're supposed to reclaim. Maneuver, row. Okay, so let's go ahead and claim, or no, sorry, patrol. Let's see if that works, actually. Okay. Okay, so now he is. Now that I told him to roam, he's going to do good at this. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're having a nice battlefront here. So yeah, actually, let's tell them just to patrol. It's right here. Now, a lot of our missiles are being blocked by the wreckage, so... Here's our Lugers. Ooh, it looks like they're being kind of flanked here. Epic, epic land battles here. So fun. It's even better with human opponents, but... Ooh, it looks like we got a decoy commander there. You can see all like the shots are firing here on the mini-map. Our artillery's just pounding the fucking wreckage into dust. Oh man, so good. Die! Looks like that's all that's left is our artillery. Patrol in. Alright. So this is almost done. The Vulcan is. Let's go ahead and give ourselves a shot in the arm here with the... by absorbing a cheese factory. Coming back and helping that. Now we're actually pushing our way through. We're just destroying everything here with just artillery. Artillery is quite powerful, so... That Goliath is a strong tank. Okay, so let's have him patrol along here. There we go. So yeah, looks like ultimately my army lost. It's just a big traffic fuck up here. Oh yeah, so many skeeters there, that's just doom. And here's our tank patrol. Which, let's go ahead and put that in there since there's a lot of you. Okay, Vulcan is almost finished. And then what I'm thinking of doing is putting another long-range radar right over here if I can. Actually, you know what? Let's take our tank army and go up on land. Since Red's at the bottom, I wonder who's over here. Uh-oh. Oh, he's fine. So yeah, let's just patrol. No. Alright, patrol. Forever chasing this Amazon. Okay. Let's get you out of there. Let's go back over here. And let's make all of you guard this one. Alright, so I'm going to need a... looks like there's... Let's go up here. No, get away. We're going to lose our advanced air construction craft. I shouldn't have sent them over there. Alright, so they'll be our first target, which is fine. Alright, let's guard him. And let's build a long-range radar right here. Because I believe this covers quite a bit, so... Alright, excellent. So here we go. Here is the Wrath of the Vulcan. Oh, looks like the, Oh, okay, yeah, it is firing over there then on those forces. Alright, so here is the hovercraft. This will begin firing over there really quickly. We might actually need energy storage so it can continue firing, like... Yeah, okay, so let's stop it. So as we can see, it'll randomly hit over here. Alright, let's bring our craft over here and build some energy storage. There we go, energy storage. For our energy weapons. Alright, and that aircraft should be coming over pretty soon. Nope, I gave it the wrong command, whoops. Okay. We'll do it again. That should be a lot. Okay. So we're having a nice old fight here. Oh, here's our tanks. Looks like they were lucky enough not to get into the enemy here. So actually, let's just patrol inside of their base. Looks like they have some pretty nice tanks, or defenses here. Oh, what do you know? Here's their commander. Hi, Commander. Well, I guess that's fucking over. Alright, so here we have different units that can transport our units, such as like the Bear, the transport envoys. Wombats are great for their ability to hit everything. And then the Anaconda tanks are pretty damn good. Now let's build a construction hovercraft. Let's go ahead and protect him. And we suddenly have 26,000 energy. We're going to have a lot more by the time those storages are done. Storage is really good just for if you have a heavy stockpile, and energy is easy to stockpile, so... Where is... Okay, here he is. So let's go ahead and stockpile some metal as well. We have a good amount of space to build on this map too, which is nice. So yeah, the AI really is just like ridiculous. Okay, so here's what the Vulcan looks like, firing full auto, which is amazing looking. We'll wait for our energy to fill up here. So it looks like it's kind of pointing down here. So yeah, a little bit of a limited range. So the Vulcan fires incredibly fast. Here's what the destruction of that looks like. So we'll stop real quick. It is just awesome, awesome looking. As you guys saw, the shells spitting out of it. It's very cool. So here we'll do it again. Here comes a stream of ammunition. Nothing survives that really. So it's inaccurate though, which is kind of a problem, and you can definitely build walls against it. Alright, let's build some tanks. Put them out here. We have a bunch of little boats. We can send them out here. We have a bunch of little ships. We have a ton of metal. Alright, so now what we want to do is we want to pretty much just destroy the enemy. I want to do so with a giant force. So let's do it with our hovercraft. We will produce them en masse. Here we go. Oh, and in the meantime, we have this advanced construction hovercraft thing, which can build just a lot of the floating stuff. It can build its own factories. It's pretty good. It builds pretty fast, for the most part, and it's very maneuverable. So again, yeah, this is going to be pretty quick here. We're producing our massive land force. I'm trying to think here of what else I can show you. I haven't shown you any of the K-bots, which we can do that actually real fast. Let's build those K-bots up. That would be fun. Let's build them right here. And here, I'll show you a nice favorite tactic of mine in regular games, where the unit cap is increased, and you know resources aren't really a matter, but you need lots of forces very quickly. Whoops. Spam. Just simply spam. It's awesome. It's fun. It's what kids like to eat. So let's go ahead and help him real quick. Actually, let's help him. You go away. So we'll do this again real quick. And then we'll build out of here. Like so. Where'd you go, bro? Okay, what happened to you? Okay, we have some attacks going on over there. Where'd our airplane go? Okay, here you are. So, come on. You can do this. I trust in you. I believe in you. Once more. So, and I usually do this with like a couple different factories. I don't just specialize into one, but for the purposes of this game, it'll work just fine. So we'll set that to build real quick while we're controlling our other... We've got an army, alright. So let's swipe in from the land. Let's send everybody over here. And you can build some shit over here. Underwater, go. So yeah, we'll build these factories, no problem, and then we'll set them to all produce, set a rally point, or actually a patrol point, and we'll set them all to build different units to support each other. And then we can go about building other shit, and just increase our resources, and it keeps the enemy under constant pressure, along with having a diverse, mobile offensive unit that can act as a defense, because there'll just be a stream of units. You can go anywhere. So it's not that effective if your opponent has an organized defense, but it's very effective just for getting your units out in the field. So that's it. So let's send them to move out to here. Patrol. Actually, I think I can mass command all of these factories to do the same movement, which we'll want to do. Or maybe not. Maybe we can't do this. Oh, yeah, I can. Okay, great. So we already have the Peewees being produced. Let's produce the Rockos, which are the rocket bots. The Hammers are the artillery. And the Jethros are the faster rockets, anti-air. Then we'll go for mostly Peewees, which are really strong. The Corps is taking the lead. Rockets. Peewees. Hammers. Jethros. And Peewees. And that is what we need. So, now let's go ahead and get out of here to here. We'll see a stream of units just being produced. And that'll take care of itself. Alright, so here we go with these units. So let's go ahead and patrol here. Oh wow, yeah, we're right in the heart of their fucking territory. Actually, kill that. Kill that, and then patrol deeper in. Excellent. Cripple their resources. So, and here we go. There's your forces. And it's nano-lathing. There we go. Yep. Can't create any more units. We have so many fucking units. So everybody gather down there and just patrol in. I love how my units will just fire into the side of shit. I most likely won't win with this T1 unit spam. It's just a fun thing to do. And especially when your unit cap's like 1,000, it doesn't hurt to have this, so... So, yeah, I'm actually just gonna... Like I said, that was just a fun thing I do. So here's what we'll do. We're gonna self-destruct it all. Control D. Kaboom. Alright, so let's get everybody lined up here. And here's what we'll do. We are going to go ahead and have massive brawler swarm, which is fun. So here's like our big old army stretching the length of the map, all traveling together. And they're just firing in on us pretty harshly with a big Bertha, it looks like. And they're just gonna, you know, shoot everything along the way. So it makes them a pretty good anti-deterrent force for like the enemy spreading around. Alright, so they do have an army coming in from here. I'm gonna have to deal with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and have them go over here. and then patrol, just to clear that out. And that won't be a problem at all for these brawlers. Like, just look at this. They're going to waste everything. They're definitely one of the coolest of the anti-aircraft. Or, sorry, the advanced aircraft. Look at that stuff. It's so awesome looking. And in the meantime, our Vulcan's firing on them, so just slaughtering them from there, which is awesome. So yeah, pretty soon here we'll just have a sizable offensive force of aircraft. We'll just wipe out everything. We'll just destroy everything they have. So here in the meantime, oh, they're building all sorts of fun stuff. Look at this. Our advanced infantry forces did some good damage, unless they're being hit with big Bertha rounds, and not so much. Okay, let's go ahead and self-destruct those guys. In the meantime, we've got tons and tons of swarming brawlers here. So these brawlers are being created pretty fast. Oh yeah. The dance of the construction aircraft. And this is it, really. This is total Annihilation. With more patches and mods, this game becomes definitely a lot more challenging. The AI is able to really control its forces, build the right amounts of things, be a real menace. Can take on multiple players, even with a hard level AI. So, very, very worth it. The game is a lot of fun with friends. You can play on Game Ranger multiplayer. Yeah, here we go. This flak should take care of that. And it did. Air is a bit overpowered, so if it's your first time, if you're a veteran player and you kind of quit, I recommend limiting the amount of air to where you can only produce maybe like 20 of each aircraft. That way, you can't abuse the aircraft, as I have almost every single game. So, I mean, that's really what can make it a lot more fun and epic for you and your friends, and strategic. And I really can't stress that enough. Alright, we have tons of brawlers. Now we just need to keep them spaced out. So we'll make them all move here, and then they'll scatter out like that. They'll fan. Okay, here we go. So let's do a zigzag patrol, and we'll start cleaning up. And that's that. So here they go. Here comes the Great Annihilation. Man, everything is just going up. But my aircraft are being destroyed by flat cannons as well. Flat cannons can definitely do a big number. See, like they're being taken out like 3 at a time. Cobra, yep, that's a flat cannon. Boom! So they were able to take that on. Very nicely done. Nicely done, gentlemen. Okay. Well... Oh! I know what I forgot to show you. Here we go. The advanced shipyard. Go help him build. We'll build some of the big ships here, while we build up some of the brawlers. And actually, I'm gonna make them move out here and then patrol in this tight formation. So, oh, construction terminated. Someone shot it up. Here, let's build this. And a sonar. I don't think that's the cause of it, though, but just in case. They are shooting a lot of our stuff. Yeah, like all of our sea stuff got destroyed. Okay. Let's, oh wow, damn! Their Berthas are definitely able to reach our stuff here. Here, I'll build it over here where it should be out of range. Actually, you build it. Okay. Alright, we'll have him built over here. Okay, so we'll build this, we'll build some big warships here, and then we'll wait for our brawlers to build up, then we'll just use a joint force here just to take them out. But they're actually getting some fire inside of our base. So, let me actually see. Shouldn't be able to reach that far, but it depends on where they're firing from. Oh, I'm still producing my PVs with this one. Ooh, they took out my advanced... Ooh, the stray shots are coming real close. Oh wow, yeah, they took out my hovercraft. Wonder who hit that. Alright, let's go back to here. They have some bombers and aircraft, it looks like, so no problem. Yeah, they actually were kicking our butt a little bit right there at the that long-range weapon. We'll have to target that. All those brawlers are just missing terribly. Are they shooting each other? Might be. No, I know what's going on. Okay, take out that Cobra. Ooh, where is that Cobra? There's that other one. Yeah, we can take out all this good stuff. Let's see here. Oh, there's a Cobra. Oh, there's the Intimidator. Okay, I see it. I see exactly where it's at. Let's go to it, guys. Oh, here comes a decent-sized army. Alright, let's get him. Yeah, so they're being taken out quite easily here by some of these defenses. Get them! Alright, so we did our job. We took out the annoyance here. And then what we'll do is just send these guys down here to patrol. And finally that that's taken out, I can go ahead and build another naval yard here. So let's go over to here. Alright, so let's patrol right over here. So we'll attack that and then patrol into their base. Where's our commander? Okay, good. He's done. Guard that. Help him build that. And then we'll build some of the bigger ships. Come on, Pee-wees. They're just all super confused. What do I do? Boom! Okay, so here he is. Let's go ahead and build the advanced. Too bad we can't build like a floating Big Bertha or Intimidator. That'd be fucking bad. Alright, move to there. And then patrol. Alright, looks like they have another Intimidator up already. Which is, you know, pretty easy to do. In fact, I could be building them over here and bombarding their base. Maybe I should. Maybe I will. Alright, so with the expansion here... Oh, I'm thinking of another mod. There's another mod where you have, like, really badass ships that can fire very, very far inland. So let's do this. That's a missile ship. I need some radar. Radar jammer, sonar jamming. Oh, there's the advanced tech level sub. We'll build that real quick. And then what we'll do is we'll build some Rangers, which are pretty good. Oh wow, we actually finished producing all the brawlers. So let's produce some bombers. That'll be fun. That's different. We haven't shown you the bombers yet. The bombers are very cool looking. Okay. So we can build underwater fusion plants and seaplanes with this guy, along with advanced torpedo launchers that hit really hard. So let's build a seaplane. And whenever you turn the seaplane off thing too, whenever you turn off the seaplane is what I meant to say, they actually go underwater, I believe. Alright, so the Rangers are pretty nice. You know, I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, there's no radar ship. So these Rangers are very, very good with some radar assistance, and we'll actually build those at the seaplane platform. Okay, we need the commander to really get out of the way. So, okay, let's go ahead and make our bombers go over there and patrol. And actually, wait. No, let me see. Okay. Turn all this off, and I'm going to do Vamps. Or Hawks. I'm so used to playing Core. Okay. Looks like they're kind of having some trouble over there. And there goes our advanced construction yard. There goes one of our ships. That's the bomber. Alright, let's get back up on shore. The sea is unsafe. There we go. Airborne sonar. Wait, where's the eagle? That's what I want. Construction seaplane. Nice. I think this is... we can view a little bit of radar. That's just not as big. This will probably get destroyed here in just a second. Alright, as soon as we have a bit more of an air force here, we'll just build it up and send them in. These Hawks are so cool looking, they're so maneuverable. So they don't really have a navy, it looks like. Some smaller stuff. Getting totally destroyed. Whoops. So yeah, let's just go ahead and go in, I think. No, oh, I know what I'm doing. Whoops. Okay. So we have quite a few number of vamps here. I'm going to go ahead and look for their commander, and we'll just go and assassinate him. We'll see if that fails, though. Okay, here is decoy, decoy. Yeah, that was a pretty big fail there. So I tell you what we do. We build nuclear missiles. And the computer's just kind of turtling up. Taking you know, some pot shots at us. They're doing a good job, actually. This AI did much better than I thought it would. You know, it's actually held me off pretty well. Or I've just been building stupid army compositions. I'll go with stupid army compositions. That sounds much more reasonable. Actually, assist him. And then, yeah, we'll build these. Alright. So those will be done pretty soon. And those will continue building the vamps well. Looks so cool. So I'm going to try some flanking with these guys. Same here. Yeah, these hawks are amazingly fast. Let's go ahead and patrol on the inside here. We'll have some fun. We have plenty of air defense on those. Yeah, those bombers got destroyed. Woo! When you can't get in there, send a nuke to do the job. Yeah, they have a great combination of those intimidators, and so yeah, they're pretty locked in there. Actually, I'm going to need to do something a little bit different here just for a bit. So these fortification walls are able to defend us. I'm going to need to place these before they blow up my nukes. Which I'll do that real quick. Yeah, see, they're destroying my nukes, which suck. So everyone help him. Terminated by hostile? I don't think so. I think it's just being built fast. Okay, there we go. Actually, all of you guard him. And let's build here and here. Perfect. So yeah, they're taking some pot shots here. I'm actually going to go ahead and patrol just across. Hit in mid-air by an Intimidator shell. Nice. Sometimes those Intimidator shells, too, can go over my fortification walls. So these weapons are building. There we go. Now we're just going to obliterate them out of the sky. In Supreme Commander, man, I loved it so much. I just wish it was a little more friendly, user-friendly, and maybe I could just need to figure out a better way to use it. But the tactical missiles, were a great solution for the nukes. I think you could still launch the nukes, but the tactical missiles were a tier 2 missile, where you could target them and they would do a massive amount of damage to one target, but it was at a shorter range, and they could easily be shot out of the air by anti-missile units or buildings. But you could actually build like scores and scores of them to where it was like very, very hard to take out, like 9 or 10 tactical missiles all keyed to the same control group because they would attack all at once. And so it's like if enemy commanders or like if strong units really got close, those tactical missiles could really take them out. So it was pretty awesome. I really liked them a lot in Supreme Commander. Supreme Commander was a pretty good game. I just didn't like that the higher tier units, there were less of them, so they had less functions other than just being tougher and hitting harder. And there were just like 1 or 2 of each tier 3 unit. And that kind of bothered me. So there are just a few things I was like really used to from from Total Annihilation that weren't included in Supreme Commander. Alright, so we got some weapons. We're actually running low on energy. So I'll actually start building some here in a second. And every time we run low on energy, our metal production sets off, but it's so fast that I can just switch back over. And I don't know if I have the right guy selected. Nope, because it's not green. That's how you know. Select the right one, damn it. There we go. Okay, so we'll build a couple more fusion reactors after that is done. Cool. And we're building tons of nukes. Take them out, then we'll fly in some aircraft. Bam. There we go. So we'll be able to easily overwhelm his defenses and come in. That's just something you got to prepare for in Total Annihilation. As cheesy as it is, it does kind of turn into a Cold War situation where who has more nukes to take out each other's nukes and to nuke each other into oblivion. It's kind of a cool prospect, but it can be a little cheesy because it's definitely a building race. But if you want to look at it from that point of view too, the entire game is a building race. It's a race to build as many units as you can and fight them, together as quickly as you can. So, yeah, it's definitely an issue. It's a little bit of a simplification of the issue as well, so. Alright, we should get some more energy here in just a bit. And as soon as we're able to get 1 nuke in each of these launchers, I'm just going to unload and decimate this whole area here. Ordinarily, if this were another player, I would definitely be building up armies again, too. I'm just being lazy, I guess, right now. Like I said, I was only sending in like streams of units, and the computer did a good job building its defenses. So, we're just building that up. We're close to having some weapons in each of these. And we'll have that fusion reactor done, and then we'll have some planes done. Some of these Hawks that are excellent, excellent, excellent. So here we go. This one should put us over the line here for production. Or it'll at least get close. Anyways, yeah, kind of a lull in the video here. We are close to having 1 nuke in each one. We actually have a couple in some of these other ones, so that'll be good. We can just continue to obliterate them. And here we go with the advanced fusion. There we are. Or no, these aren't the advanced. Again, the mods have advanced fusion reactors which produce even more. So you don't have just like fields of like these other fusion reactors. And that actually puts us over the line, so yeah, I can just wait for that one to be finished. And then okay, and then after that's done, let's pop down a couple mohos. Just 1 here. Actually, no. That'll be fine. Everybody, let's go ahead and guard this. There we go. Okay, so now we'll produce the vamps here. And let's go ahead and start nuking them. Put one there, one right below, one just down at the bottom, and right there. And not too soon either. And one right there. We know that one needs to go right here. And yeah, we're just gonna wreck them with fucking nukes. There we go. Oh yeah. Good stuff. Nice saturation pattern of just nukes here. So now what I'd like to do is go ahead and patrol all the way down and do some hunting, do some cleanup. And that's the end of that. Ooh, maybe not. Maybe I missed some. So yeah, let's plot a nuke right there. Our vamps are definitely lasting longer, though. So yeah, they're like under near like constant bombardment. Let's go down and patrol again. Now let's keep bombarding them. So yeah, quite easy to get nukes here in this game. I mean, you could have lots more forces than what I've had. I've been taking the easy route building most of these things, so... Alright, so this is the next one. We'll put you right here. That should take out quite a bit. Oh yeah, that was a good hit right there. Send down some more vamps. Just cleaning up everything. Yep. Good stuff. So let's switch on over to the brawlers now that they have a lot less defense here. Keeping our nuke plants pretty busy here. And they had no anti-nukes. I'm kind of surprised. Oh, and that's it. let me get this for you guys real quick. Fantastic. All right, so oh, okay, yeah, that'll do it. So that is the game. That is Core and ARM. This is Total Annihilation Vanilla with the core contingency, version 3.1, as you can see. So. I hope you guys enjoyed this series, and next up I'm actually going to be moving on to Total Annihilation Kingdoms. Again, vanilla, just showing off some of the different units and the mechanics. Kingdoms is definitely not as exciting as Total Annihilation, but I still thought the concepts and the race ideas themselves were very cool and unique. So, I'll see you guys on the next one.